Hello and welcome to Titanium Talar's Tarot. And today I'll be doing a video. I'll be doing a when Talar is away, the cards will play video. This is gonna be for everyone who watches this at any time from anywhere. And I will mention the decks I use. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition. And with that, let's get started. So the first deck I'm going to use is a select number of cards from Cards Against Humanities. And yes, and depending on how I feel, I will also use the Rider Waite Tarot, the mini. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week, coming day. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share what they should expect for tomorrow. And we have a couple of cards that flipped up. We have opposable thumbs, making a pouty face, being rich, and teaching a robot to love. Very interesting. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have a mating display. Interesting. Wait, let me do this. And the Holy Bible. Okay. Interesting choice of cards. As well as falling into a pit of waffles. Okay. As well as just now finding out about the Armenian genocide. Yes. And walking into glass doors. As well as authentic Mexican cuisine. And happy daddies with happy sandals. I don't know what that is referring to. And a cold and indifferent universe. Okay, so let me just divine from this. Alright, so we're talking about opposable thumbs. Now, what do opposable thumbs help us with? They help us hold things. They help us do different tasks. One of which is holding things. Now, so opposable thumbs help us be multi-use. Our hands to be multi-use. Now, next card is making a pouty face. Now, when do you make a pouty face? You make a pouty face when you're like, ugh, I'm annoyed. Why? Well, I'm guessing. I'm annoyed. Why can I not do this? Pouty face. So, opposable thumbs is a tool that is allowing you to avoid the pouty face look and is allowing you to be rich. Now, what would that indicate? That would indicate that you have a tool, or tomorrow you're figuring out a tool that is helping you overcome certain difficulties that you might have, and that will allow you to be what you would like to be, right? Now the next one is teaching a robot to love, a mating ritual, and the Holy Bible. Now, so you're teaching someone, might be you, might be someone else that you might be dealing with, is learning to do something that they're not used to. You're teaching them something new. With teaching a robot to love, then with mating display, so you're like a coach, or you're inciting them to become something more because they are doing something that is geared towards a specific thing, if that makes sense. You're teaching a robot to love, so you're teaching someone to get out of their comfort zone, and because of that, they feel indebted to you, or they feel like they want to go farther with you, or they feel like they are how should I say this? They feel like you've allowed them to evolve, which is why they are showing you something. Uh, and they are showing you something that is acceptable by the general public. So they're not doing something that's untoward. Now, the next card being falling into a pit of waffles would indicate something that is not commonplace, right? Uh, so it's like a weird. I'd say it's a weird punishment. It's a weird consequence for just now finding out about the Armenian genocide, or in this case, it'd be um, a weird punishment, if you'd like to call it punishment, for uh, figure learning something that was fi- thought to be commonplace in everyone's mind, or thought to be known by all, because to them it's just obvious that people would know about it in that same region, but you, for some reason, you can't see it because it's a glass door. It's think think of all those crows or those birds who just bump into doors, glass doors. Why did they bump into it? Because they did not see that it was not clear. They did not see that there was something obstructing their path to move forward. So you're getting a mild punishment, or you're punishing yourself mildly because of something you learned too late in the game, due to the fact that you did not see it. Now this could be like you did not see it as a obstacle, so you did not act as if it were an obstacle because you did not see the obstacle coming your way. Now the next card is authentic Mexican cuisine. So I mean, we are talking a bit of food. We're talking about waffles, and we're talking about Mexican cuisine, right? Which would make me feel which makes me feel which makes me think of, right, how the world has become internationalized, and that wasn't the case a couple hundred years ago. Now with a world that's, well, with you not being able to see something, which is walking into a glass door, so you are not able to see a difference. Now that difference is just a little too flagrant once you've noticed it. But once you've noticed it, it is going to allow you to be happy, because you're more at peace because now you know it, right? With the card Happy Daddy, Happy Sandals, Happy Daddies with happy sandals, in a very indifferent world. So you are going to be happy because you have that extra layer of consciousness more than other people, even though it's a cold world, or you live in a cold space, because the next card is a cold and indifferent universe. So no one cares what you know. The difference is, how will that affect your life? right? Now, I am going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, or Rider Tarot deck, to basically clarify. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my collective. And we have the Two of Swords pointing towards the left. Now, cards that come out pointing towards the left to me indicate that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly, which would indicate that, well, first of all, it's the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords talks of being indecisive, not knowing which path to take, not knowing which way of thinking to take on, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups as well as the Fool. So, which allowed you to be the Queen of Swords because of all the Ten of Swords. Right. Okay. So, because of all that, all those lessons that allowed you to grow and expand, and to understand that the way you live your life is the way you live your life, and it doesn't really matter how other people live theirs, as long as you know how to live your life, to live it correctly. That's all that's important, because the cards clarifying that is that if you're good, like if you make a choice, so basically it's coming in slowly, possibly for those for whom the decision that needs to be made that is coming in slowly is because you are too stuck, your nose is stuck to the problem. For those of whom this happened in the past, things are great, you now know what to do, and it's awesome. Because the Two of Swords could be that you haven't decided yet, or that you're not sure which way to go. Now, the next card, being the Ten of Chalices, Ten of Cups, would indicate that what you want is a happy life, happy home, happy whatever, right? All of the above. And for you to be able to do that, you need to make a decision and stick with it. You need to make a decision and in regards to which way you're going, right? And the next card, being the Fool, would indicate that in order to decide which way to go, in order to get your Ten of Cups, it would be suggested that you take on the characteristics of the Fool, right? Fool, which would indicate that you would start a new project devoid of any past experiences, devoid as in completely without past experiences. Now the next card is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, okay, is quick to cut, is quick to judge, not judge in the sense, well, what I mean to say is judge in the sense of, okay, you're no good, you're good, I don't want you, I do not like your smell, whatever, right? She has learned from past experiences what works and what doesn't work, okay? And because of her ability to cut off what does not work, the end of difficulties are approaching, right, with the Ten of Swords. And you're basically at the end of your difficulty, and you are moving into a better time. Excuse me. So, my gorgeous and fellow collective, gorgeous and fellow souls. Okay, this is all that I have for you guys this today. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous collective, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.